ymlaen ar draws y llwyfan, i lawr y grisiau ac yn ôl i'ch sedd. Fel bob amser, bydd tywysydd wrth law i'ch cyfarwyddo. Yna gallwch chi eistedd yn ôl, ymlacio a pharhau i fwynhau gweddill y seremoni. Cofiwch mai achlysur dathlu yw hwn, a gofynnwn yn garedig chi barchu'r gynulleidfa a'r achlysur drwy beidio mynegu barn personol neu wleidyddol. Mae graddio yn dathlu cyflawniadau pawb, felly wnewch chi gyd o dwylo a bloeddio i gefnogi'r holl raddedigion. Efallai na fydd teuluoedd a ffrindiau rhai ohonynt yn gallu bod yn bresennol. Ar ddiwedd y seremoni, bydd yr uwchswyddogion a'r staff academaidd yn gadael y llwyfan. Pan fydd yr orymdaith wedi gadael, fe'ch gwahoddir chi a'ch gwesteion i adael y neuadd. Cofiwch fynd a'ch eiddo gyda chi. Are you curious about your moment on stage? Here's what to expect. When your moment arrives, a marshal will signal for your row to stand and guide you to the side of the stage. Please leave your mobile phone and any other personal belongings behind you, as you will not be allowed to take these on stage. Once stage side, we will ensure you look your best by checking the placement of your cap and gown. We will also check your name to make sure that you cross the stage at the correct time. When your time arrives, you will hand your registration card to the presenter, who will call your name. When your name is called, you will walk across the stage towards the presiding officer. There will be an X on the floor to mark the spot. All you have to do is doff your cap to them. That's touching the corner of your hat without removing it. A marshal will advise you of which hand to use so that you do not obscure your face for your onstage photo. Don't forget about your guests and friends and feel free to smile and wave. Continue to walk across the stage, down the steps and back to your seat. As always, an usher will be on hand to direct you. Then you can sit back, relax, and continue to enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Please remember that this is a moment of celebration, and we kindly ask that you please respect the audience and the occasion by avoiding personal or political views. Graduation celebrates everyone's achievements, so please clap and cheer all graduates, as some family and friends may not be able to attend. At the end of the ceremony, the senior officers and academic staff will exit the stage. Once the procession has ended, you and your guests will be invited to leave the hall. Please don't forget to take your possessions with you.
Prynhawn da, good afternoon. Ar ran y Senedd ac fel canghellor y Brifysgol, mae'n bleser mawr gen i croesawu chi gyd i'r cyfarfod graddio hwn heddiw. On behalf of Senate and as Chancellor of the University, it's with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this degree congregation today. Bydd y cynulliad hwn yn dathlu eich cyflawniadau chi fel graddedigion newydd Prifysgol Abertawe. This ceremony will celebrate your achievements as new graduates of Swansea University. Rwy'n datgan trwy hyn fod y cynulliad hwn ar agor. I hereby declare this congregation open.
Diolch Ganghellor. Raddedigion a gwesteion, a wnewch chi gymryd eich seddau. Thank you, Chancellor. Graduates and guests, please be seated. Bydd yr is-ganhellor a'r athro Paul Boyle yn rhoi enerchiad croeso. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Paul Boyle, will deliver the address of welcome.
Prynhawn da bawb. Mae'n bleser gen I fel is-ganghellor Prifysgol Abertawe e croesawu y seremoni raddio a dyfyniadau hon. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure for me as Vice-Chancellor of Swansea University to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. Today, we gather to celebrate one of the most memorable days of your lives, marking the culmination of years of education. And on behalf of my university colleagues, both here on stage and beyond, our sincere congratulations to each and every one of you. This congregation is a celebration of you and of everything you've achieved during your time with us. The pageantry and tradition on display today, your caps and gowns and the doffing as you cross the stage, are all symbols of your commitment and your success. And they remind us of the century of graduates in whose footsteps you follow this afternoon. While each of your paths will have been different, you're all now woven into the rich tapestry of our university's history. That history began on the 19th of July, 1920, almost exactly 105 years ago, when King George V laid the foundation stone of our university. In his address, the King gave us the following instruction. It will be the task of your college to send out into the world men and women fully equipped for the material work which awaits them and with minds attuned to high ideal, opened to the rich and varied interests of modern life and steadfastly set towards the service of their fellows. The principles underpinning those words, now over a century old, remain as relevant to us today as they were then. They continue to shape both our teaching and the transformative opportunities that we seek to provide to every member of our student community. Back in 1920, we had 89 students. Today, you become part of our large and ever-growing community of over 240,000 alumni from across the world. Alumni who've shared not only the same physical spaces as you, but also our values and our belief that we can change the world and change it for the better. Of course, if we've done our job well, your time with us will have provided you with far more than academic knowledge alone. We hope that it's lit a spark that fuels your critical thinking, your ability to innovate, and your sense of social responsibility. As you cross the stage today, I encourage you all to take a moment to reflect on all that you've achieved during your time with us. You've pursued your educational goals with great tenacity against a backdrop of unprecedented global and national challenges, from significant educational disruption, whether during school, college, or university in the wake of a global pandemic, to geopolitical instability due to climate change, conflict, and war. As global citizens, these issues will have affected you all in some way, but you've navigated them with a resilience that will serve you well in the future. And we, as a global institution, will continue our own century-long tradition of focusing our research excellence on the most pressing issues facing our world. We'll retain our commitment to tackling urgent global challenges head-on in the hope that those who follow you in future years will inherit a better, more equitable, more just, and more sustainable world than we have today. You, of course, all have a significant role to play in that future. Today, you transition from students to alumni, from learners to leaders, and to the change makers of tomorrow. Inevitably, there will be ups and downs in the years ahead, but if your time with us has served you well, if we've equipped you with the right skills and with our long-standing values of our university, I have no doubt you'll go out into the world and you'll go a long way. Before I finish, I'll take just a moment to acknowledge some of the people who've supported you all during your time with us. To the families, friends, and loved ones who've stood by you, offering their love, encouragement, and support, thank you. And to the staff who've guided and inspired you, thank you for your dedication and commitment to our students. I know that today is a source of tremendous pride for you too. To our graduates, our class of 2025, enjoy today's congregation. With all of its tradition, pomp and ceremony, you deserve every piece of it. And remember, today is not goodbye, it's a celebration of your journey so far and of the multitude of possibilities that lie ahead of you. I congratulate each and every one of you, and on behalf of all of us at Swansea University, I wish you every success. Diolch yn fawr.
Bydd yr athro Tristan Watson nawr yn cyflwyno'r rhan gyntaf o gyflwyno'r graddedigion i'r ganhellor. Professor Tristan Watson will now present the first part of the presentation of graduates to the Chancellor.
Ganghellor, mae gen i'r fraint o gyflwyno i chi raddedigion ysgol peirianneg awyr ofod, sifil, drydanol a mecanyddol sydd wedi ennill dyfarniad gan Brifysgol Abertawe. Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you graduates from the School of Aerospace, Civil, Electrical and Mechanical Engineering who have gained an award of Swansea University. I dderbyn gradd doethur mewn athroniaeth mewn peirianneg awyr ofod, to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Aerospace Engineering for the thesis entitled Innovative Flow Control for Flatback Airfoils, Antonia Chene. For the thesis entitled Active Control Methods in Nonlinear Aeroelasticity, James Ellis. For the thesis entitled Development of Design Optimization Techniques with Application to the Transonic Performance of the Skylon Spaceplane, Ben Smith. For the thesis entitled Forecasting Nearshore Waves Using Artificial Neural Network, Masa Mukhtari. I dderbyn gradd doethur mewn athroniaeth mewn peirianneg sifil, to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering for the thesis entitled Numerically Informed Neural Networks for Degree Adaptive Unsteady Incompressible Flow Simulations, Augustina Felipe Ramudo. For the thesis entitled A Neural Network-Based Finite Element Framework for the Modeling of Inelastic Solids, Eugenio Mutio Zavala. For the thesis entitled A Particle-Based Fluid Modeling and Its Application to Lubricating Grease, Kazuo Mamamoto. I dderbyn gradd doethur mewn athroniaeth mewn peirianneg fecanyddol, to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering for the thesis entitled Using Transient Computational Analysis to Aid Microwave Ablation Device Design for Liver Tissue, Dale Kernot. For the thesis entitled Methods for the Efficient Utilization of Dynamic CAE Solvers to Derive Appropriate Optimization Loadings for Complex Problems, Ryan Thornhill. I dderbyn gradd meistr mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg awyrofod, to receive the degree of Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Mushal Afzal Khan. Sai Rohita Macha. Max Steer. Iwan Thomas. Ekemini Ukpe. I dderbyn gradd meistr mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg sifil to receive the degree of Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Mohammed Al-Katan. Farshad Faraji. Prashant Ganesh. Richmond Opong. Amireza Sadigian Sharefi. I dderbyn gradd meistr mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg gyfrifidol, to receive the degree of Master of Science in Computational Engineering, Parajwal Baradwaj. I dderbyn gradd meistr mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg awyrofod, to receive the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Aerospace, Vinaben Roy Lee Benjamin. I dderbyn gradd meistr mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg fecanyddol, to receive the degree of Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Muhammad Abdul Mateen. Emmanuel Adigan. Afsar Ahmed. Ali Ameri. Diraj Chintala. Shafshidar Doda Hasala Krishnappa. Yusuf Essa. Raviteja Gandham. Babajide Omagunwa. Sanathanan Sivagnanasundaram. Prince Srimayan. Rhys Williams. I dderbyn gradd meistr mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg strwythwrol, to receive the degree of Master of Science in Structural Engineering, Sharath Narayana Rao. Dualet Pirmaganabet. Yonatau Temesgen. I dderbyn gras mewn peirianneg awrofod, to receive the degree of Master of Engineering in Aerospace Engineering, Samuel Ayres. Alex Babernack. Well done. Diane T. Kaylin Barnett. Sarah Beadle. Luke Best. Elliot Catling Powell. Richard Doughty. Luke Hersent. Joshua Hughes. Tulanshan Manivanan. Ethan Nedar. Rhys Nicholas. Takura Niatsuro. Ethan Roger Sherwood. Tenzing Sherpa. Hector Vasquez Ariola. Adiola Badejo. Michael Ho. Rahul Sondi. Well done. Callum Withers. I dderbyn gradd meistr mewn peirianneg sifil, to receive the degree of Master of Engineering in Civil Engineering, Ryan Andrews. Callum Foley. Rhys Griffiths. Well done. Megan Heath. Finn Hughes. Albert Jose. Maximilian Kroll. Amber Rousewell. Julian Stretch. Finn Tenenbaum Peters. Well done. Richie Ajimang. Michael Barron. Uzair Dadia. Daniel Ewers. Emma Kinzette. Jack Lydiard. Benjamin Pascoe. I dderbyn gradd meistr mewn peirianneg fecanyddol, to receive the degree of Master of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, Thomas Davis. Finley Franklin. Justin Fryatt. Max Hesketh West. Reuben Holder. Jack Hopkins. Lily Howe. Tristan Hulat. Charles Jervis. Robert Lewin. Harry McGraw. Matthew Mengel. Uttarva Patil. Benedict Robinson. Abu Safwan Zaman. Well done. Jack Shaw. Well done. Gregor Standerwick. Mohammed Raja. Ornia Atherton. Ben Ballard. Well done. Benjamin Elliott Smith. Lee Herbert. Peter Jarman Jones. Moyasure Odude. Thomas Waring. I dderbyn gradd baglor mewn peirianneg awyrofod, to receive the degree of Bachelor of Air Engineering in Aerospace Engineering, Tariq Ali Abu Afares. Zach Alexander. Mohammed Ali. Vazikaran Baskaran. Kai Brooks. Oliver Brookfield. Harry Brown. Molly Charles. Q Wai Chung. Yi Cheng Chu. Samuel Chow. Daniel Cook. David Courtine. Danelle Davis. Samuel Dingwall Payet. Martin Domsa. Thomas Downey. Luke Downing. Peter Doyle. Nathan Evans. Kainwen Everett. Yik Yufai. George Findley. Aaron Francis. Kian Fusco. Ishmael Ganchi. Nishant Gupta. Thomas Han. Well done. Harry Harding. Daniel Heselton. Benjamin Houghton. Oshan Howells. Bethan Jones. Carla Jones. Arian Kaliachali. Kacper Kaczewski. Ramiz Khan. Maya Kurue. Soon Lam Kwok. Alexander Lasky. Connor Legovich. Thomas Lemon. Evan Leonard. Sasha Martin Brown. Finley McGeehee. Matteo Modolel. Regina Moma. Charlie Mott. Joshua Mullender. Daniel Murray. Jakub Mashura. Omkar Nanduri. Samuel Nicholson. Saeed Umar. Jeremy Oskaya Sims. Aidan Patterson. Matthew Pritchard. Thomas Pugh Webb. James Reed. Todd Reedy. Tripti Rehana Sultana. David Robinson. Benjamin Sandat. Sultana Shah Jalal. Max Simpson Scott. Henry Smith. Joseph Sunil. Oliver Taylor. Morgan Kai Thomas. Felix Tinson. Tija Vilaudafile. Matthew Wall. Angus Watt. Max Wood. Alex Tino Javier. Gregory Liam Horobin. Fiona Barron. Katrina Cotti. Toby Fowler. Leo Gaimon. Morgan Charles Jones. Sean Lee. Joshua McKinnon. Samantha Morgan. Thasheni Panalua Apuhamielage. Ganghellor, dyma ddiwedd y ran gyntaf o gyflwyno'r graddedigion. Chancellor, this concludes the first part of the presentation of graduates.
Bydd y ddebrau ganhellor yn cyflwyno'r hober rhagoriaeth mewn dysgu ac addysgu i'r athro Antonio Chyl o'r Ysgol Parianneg Awyrofod, Sifil, Drydanol a Mecanyddol. The Pro-Chancellor will present the Excellence in Learning and Teaching Award to Professor Antonio Chyl of the School of Aerospace, Civil, Electrical and Mechanical Engineering.
Every year during graduation, the university presents a series of awards to academic and support staff in recognition of their outstanding contribution to our students' academic work and to their pastoral care. In this ceremony, we're presenting an Excellence in Learning and Teaching Award, which is given to individual members of staff. It's important and very special that you know that these awards are nominated by the students themselves. Professor Gill is a lecturer of civil engineering within the Faculty of Science and Engineering. He received nominations from his students for his engaging teaching, the relaxed and positive atmosphere he creates in his classes. Students also highlighted how thought-provoking his lectures are and how constant and reassuring his communication is with his students. Professor Gill is a talented lecturer whose enthusiasm clearly inspires his students to be their best. He's the perfect candidate for this award, which I'm pleased to present him with today. Congratulations, llongyfarchiadau.
Bydd yr cynhellor yn rhoi gradd anrhydedd i Min Shah a gyflwynir gan Elin Rhys. The Chancellor will confer an honorary degree on E. Min Shah by Elin Rhys.
Anwyl gyfeillion. Pleser o'r mwyaf yw cyflwyno i chi gyn fyfyriwr arbennig o'r brifysgol hon yn beiriannydd disglair ar draws y byd. It gives me great pleasure to present an honorary award today to an internationally renowned engineer and one of this university's most distinguished alumni, Professor Yimin Xie, also known as Mike. Mike is currently Professor of Hohai University in China and an Emeritus Professor of Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, RMIT, in Australia. He received his bachelor degree in engineering mechanics from Shanghai Jiaotou University in China, but he wanted to do a PhD. He received a scholarship, and to do that, he had to be number one. The scholarship enabled him to go anywhere in the world, and he chose Swansea because it was the best. He earned his PhD in computational mechanics, supervised by Professor Oleg Zinkovich, whose work on the finite element method revolutionized computer analysis and design procedures in engineering. Everyone wanted to come to Swansea because of Zinkovich, and so did Yimin Xie. His PhD study led to him playing a key role in developing some new methods, which have been used by thousands of engineers and architects around the world to design innovative and efficient structures, including several landmark buildings. Bear with me. They are evolutionary structural optimization, which he says is engineering's equivalent to Darwin's survival of the fittest, removing the inefficient elements. Then, bidirectional evolutionary structural optimizing, which means that after taking those inefficiencies away, you then add in material where it is most needed to strengthen the structure. He calls it a bit like building up muscle after you've lost weight. But in essence, Mike Xie's contribution is that he knows how to facilitate the design of efficient and elegant structures. Examples of structures designed using these techniques would be the Qatar Convention Center, Shanghai Himalaya Center, some beautiful bridges in China, even furniture, and extremely cool-looking shoes. Professor Xie, in 2011, was elected a Fellow of the Australian Academy of Technological Sciences and Engineering. And in 2012, he established the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, RMIT Centre for Innovative Structures and Materials. His research received the 2017 AGM Mitchell Medal and the 2017 Clooney's Ross Innovation Award. In 2019, he was recognised in the Queen's Birthday Honours List and appointed a member of the Order of Australia, AM, for his significant service to higher education and to civil engineering. In 2020, he was awarded the Victoria Prize for Science and Innovation. In 2022, he was named the Sir John Holland Civil Engineer of the Year. So, Professor Xie is one of the most highly cited researchers in his field, with over 41,000 citations in Google Scholar. He's collaborated with a wide range of local and international companies, including Arup and Boeing. His wife, Claire, who works in medical research, is with him today, her first visit to Swansea, hopefully not her last. Prin iawn yw'r bobl sydd yn heiddi gradd anrhydedd yn fwy na'r athro Xie. Mae hi'n cymaint o fraint i fi i'w anrhydeddu fe ma heddi. Ges I sgwrs dros y ffôn gyda Mike yn gynharach yn yr wythnos, a dwi'n meddwl I mi godi hiraeth ynddo fe am un peth, yr acen Gymraeg. I had a quick phone call with Professor Xie earlier in the week. He's not been back to Swansea for 30 years, and I think I brought back good memories because of my Welsh accent. So, croeso nôl I Abertawe. Welcome back to Abertawe, Professor Xie. Swansea University has inducted some of history's most celebrated scientists and engineers into its honorary fellowship, many of whom are former students. And it is totally fitting that Professor Xie should be welcomed in this same community today. Felly, to her, llongyfarchiadau, Professor Emin Mike Che. Chancellor, I present to you Mike Che as most eminently worthy of being admitted to an honorary degree, Doctor of Engineering of Swansea University. Canghellor, cyflwynaf I chi Mike Che fel un sy'n llawn heiddi cael ei dderbyn I radd anrhydedd doethur mewn peirianneg Prifysgol Abertawe.
Professor Emin Che, by virtue of the power invested in my office, I admit you to the honorary degree Doctor of Engineering of Swansea University and to all the privileges of this distinction, and I welcome you to the fellowship of the university. Professor Emin Che, yn rhinwedd yr awdurdod am ddiriedwyd yn fy swyddi, rwyf yn eich derbyn I radd anrhydedd doethir mewn peirianneg Prifysgol Abertawe, ac I holl fraintiau'r anrhydedd hon, ac yn eich croesawu chi I gymrydoriaeth y Brifysgol hon.
Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense gratitude and deep humility that I stand before you today to accept this extraordinary honor. I was originally from China, and when I was young, I always dreamed about going overseas one day to study at one of the best universities in the world. As Aileen mentioned, I worked extremely hard towards that goal, and 38 years ago, I entered a national competition in China, and I became the #1 in the field of civil engineering for the whole country. As a result, I could choose any university around the globe for my PhD study. I did receive offers from MIT and other top universities, but without hesitation, I chose Swansea University. It's because of its outstanding reputation in computational mechanics, and also it's because of the internationally renowned scholars such as Professor Oleg Zinkovich. Coming to study at Swansea was one of the best decisions I've made in my life. This university gave me more than an education. It shaped my mind and it nurtured my ambitions. The skills I developed during the 4 years at Swansea laid a firm foundation for my subsequent professional career. May I take this opportunity to say a few words to the graduating students here today. As I reflect on this extraordinary honor from Swansea University, I'm reminded that success isn't just about achievements. It's about trying to live to the fullest. That means embracing curiosity, cherishing connections, and daring to make a difference. Life is fleeting. Let's fill it with purpose and joy. Finally, I want to thank Swansea University again for this incredible honor, and I will always be a proud ambassador for this incredible institution. Diolch. Thank you.
Nawr bydd egwyl gyddorol fer gyda perfformiad gan Jonathan Lacett. There will now be a short musical interlude performed by Jonathan Lacett.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Bydd yr athro Tristan Watson nawr yn parhau I gyflwyno'r graddeddigion i'r debrwy cynhellor. Professor Tristan Watson will now continue the presentation of graduates to the Pro-Chancellor.
Dirprwy ganghellor, mae'n bleser gen I gyflwyno I chi raddedigion ysgol peirianneg, awyrofod sifil, drydanol a mecanyddol sydd wedi ennill dyfarniad gan Brifysgol Abertawe. Pro-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you graduates from the School of Aerospace, Civil, Electrical and Mechanical Engineering who have gained an award of Swansea University. I dderbyn gradd baglor mewn peirianneg sifil, to receive the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering, Mohammed Al-Salmi. Charles Carr. Thomas Carter. Dylan Caulfield. Anson Chan. Rhys Cole. Angie Fenwick Montenegro. Esther Fulby. Anna Jeter. Rhys Johnson. Shen Ma. Sam Noon. Maximus Rutherford. Sital Sasiskuma. Sun Tam. Joshua Yao. Pravinesh Gauripalan. Lewis Griffiths. Christian Kemp. Hugh Kendall. Luke Westlake. I dderbyn gradd baglor mewn peirianneg fecanyddol, to receive the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, Mohammed Abdul Aziz. Mohammed Ali. Sanskar Aryal. Caitlin Atherton. Chun Oh. Oscar Augustine. Philip Bailey. Alvaro Caramez Olmedo. Kin Chung. Thomas Coombe. Yuan Criddle. Luke Davis. Well done. James Delaney. May Forgan. Samuel Freeman. Matthew Gask. Callum Good. James Gray. Morgan Griffiths. Ryan Hacker. William Harris. Abdullah Hassanian. Albert Hurd. Oscar Higgins. Conrad Holmes. Sean Hughes. Kabir Iman Bucks. Ahmed Ayman. Freddie James. Holly Yankovic. Saqib Kadernuni. Megan Calrow. Arsenios Konstantinou. Gavin Koo. Jingyan Koo. Michael Long. Michael Lyons. Manis. Colin McManaman. Ben Morgan. Matthew Pierce. Nicholas Ponton. Neeraj Prajapati. Well done, Russell. Russell Price. Well done. Zach Price. Well done. Danny Sands. Well done. Thomas Seaton. Jatupoj Senarith. Jack Simmons. Ognjen Sliepajevic. Mark Sombilla. Yi-Tak Jamie Tang. Well done. Connor Thomas. Benji Tseliagozi. Well done. Henry Tullock. Joseph Van Stone. Noah Walcott. George Watchorn Rokutan. Ben Robleski. Ross Underhill. Thomas Banks. Lily Gibbons. Well done, Jessica. Jessica Gloyn Valentine. Leonardo Heitzman. Well done. Lawrence Hillier. Well done, Josh. Joshua Jones. William Kelsall. Zoe Newman. Jensen Reddy. Dion Saji. Simon Sweatman. William Thomas. I dderbyn gradd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg awyrofod, to receive the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Naif Al-Amri. Daniel Archer. Zane Cook. Darius Silwick. Alex Holmes. Ellie Kelsall. Ogujan Kyotyuk. Neville Nathan. I dderbyn gradd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg sifil, to receive the degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Saud Al-Amadi. Comfort Fadero. Aderin Sola Kawasabari. I dderbyn gradd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth mewn peirianneg fecanyddol, to receive the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Dylan Hughes. Samuel Rickleton. Graduates and guests, finally we have a special award to present. And if you are able, I invite you to stand. We now have a special award to present in the memory of one of our students who has passed away. I'll announce the award, and when I have done that, please can you applaud in the usual way. To collect the award will be Adam's mother, Annette Simpson. To be awarded a BEng in Aerospace Engineering posthumously, Adam Stimpson. Please be seated. Dirprwy ganghellor, dyma ddiwedd cyflwyno graddedigion y cynulliad hwn. Pro-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of graduates at this congregation.
Bydd y ddebrau ganhellor yn cyflwyno'r hober rhagoriaeth mewn dysgu ac addysgu i Dr Jude Clancy o'r Ysgol Perianneg Awyrhofod, Sifil, Drydanol a Mecanyddol. The Pro-Chancellor will present the Excellence in Learning and Teaching Award to Dr Jude Clancy of the School of Aerospace, Civil, Electrical and Mechanical Engineering.
I now have the pleasure of presenting our second Excellence in Learning and Teaching Award, which is the award given to individual members of staff in recognition of their outstanding contribution to our students' academic work and to their pastoral care. Dr Jude Clancy is a senior lecturer in civil engineering within the Faculty of Science and Engineering. Students who nominated him for this award described him as supportive, kind and conscientious. They also appreciated his engaging teaching style and the fact that he listens to students and motivates them to feel they can achieve anything. Students also noted the site visits and the employer talks that Dr Clancy organised to prepare them for the world of work. He is clearly determined to provide his students with an outstanding experience, one which not only involves first-rate teaching, but also takes them outside the classroom and gives them crucial insight into employer needs. He clearly places the highest importance on the welfare of his students and is highly deserving of this award. Llongyfarchiadau, congratulations.
Bydd y graddedigion hawr yn derbyn yn erchiad gan undeb y myfyrwyr. Graduates will now receive an address from the Students' Union. A wnaeth yr holl raddedigion sefyll os ydych chi'n gallu. Could all graduates please stand if you are able to?
Dosbarth 2025. Mae'n bleser gan undeb y myfyrwyr i chroesawu ar y diwrnod arbennig hwn. Dyma'ch cyfle i dathlu eich cyflwyniadau gwych, diolch i'ch darlithwyr, ac wrth gwrs cael un dawns olaf lawr stryd y gwynt, un picnic olaf ar y traeth, neu gerad i'r mwmbols. Mae Abertawe yn gadael ei hôl o'r addedigion yn hir ar ôl nhw adael. Mae'r dinas hyll, prydferth hon yn dod yn rhan ohonych chi ac yn aros yn eich calon am byth. Rwy'n gobeithio ar eich adael ni, y bydd gofyn o'r ffrindiau rydych wedi gwneud, y diwrnodau fel varsity a dawns yr haf, a nosweithio ar un treithiau bendigedig yn aros gyda chi am flynyddoedd lawer. Mae pawb ar y llwyfan hwn a phawb sy'n eistedd tu ôl mor falch o phopeth rydych wedi gyflawni, ac mae pawb wedi bod yn hapus i'ch cefnogi ar hyd y daith hon. Dyma'ch cyfle chi nawr I ddangos eich holl werthfawrogiad am y gared a roddwyd I chi gan eich teulu a ffrindiau.
Class of 2025, it is the Students' Union's pleasure to welcome you on this very special day. This is your opportunity to mark your amazing achievements, thank your lecturers, and of course, have one last dance down Wine Street, one last picnic on the beach, or walk along the Mumbles. Swansea stays with graduates long after they have left. This ugly, lovely city becomes a part of you and stays in your hearts forever. I hope that after you leave us, the memories of friends you have made, the days like varsity and summer ball, and the evenings spent on our beautiful beaches stay with you for years to come. Everyone on this stage and everyone sitting behind you is so proud of what you have achieved, and has been happy to support you throughout this journey. It is now your chance to show your appreciation for all the love that has been shown by your friends and family.
Raddedigion, trewch o amgylch ac ymuno â ni wrth gwir y dwylo I gymeradwyo rhai sydd wedi gwneud y diwrnod hwn yn posib I chi.
Graduates, please turn round and join us in a round of applause for those who have made this day possible for you.
Awnewch chi eistedd, os gwelwch yn dda. Please be seated. Bydd yr is-ganhellor yr athro Paul Boyle yn cyflwyno anerchiad I gloi. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Paul Boyle, will deliver the closing address.
Class of 2025, take in this significant moment in your lives. You've made it, you've proven yourselves, and your time with us will launch your career and serve you for the rest of your life. You filled your friends, your families, and your university lecturers with immense pride. We hope that as you leave us today, you take with you special memories of your time with us. Swansea University has always been more than an academic institution. It's a vibrant community where lifelong connections are forged. So, of course, you cannot leave. You now follow in the footsteps of those who've come before you, in joining our global alumni family who are there for you as you've been there for each other during your time with us. Graduates, as you stand on the brink of an exciting new adventure, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. The future is not something that happens to you. It's something that you create. Enjoy the rest of this memorable day, which we, up here on the stage, are honoured to have been part of. Class of 2025, carry the pride of Swansea with you.
Llongyfarchiadau mawr I chi ein graddedigion newydd, yr eich llwyddiant tailwng, a phob dymuniadau I chi am y dyfodol. Many congratulations to you, our new graduates, on your well-deserved success and every possible good wish in the future. All good things must come to an end, including this wonderful congregation. Rwy'n datgan trwy hyn bod y cynulliad hwn ar ben. I hereby declare this congregation closed. There's one more thing.
Raddedigion a gwesteion. Os ydych chi'n gallu, awnewch chi sefyll I ganu anthem genedlaethol Cymru. Graduates and guests, if you are able to do so, please stand to sing the Welsh National Anthem. Raddyddigion a gwesteion, os ydych chi'n gallu, rydym yn gofyn yn garedig i chi aros ar eich traed nes bod y rhymdaith academaidd wedi gadael y neuadd. Graduates and guests, if you are able to do so, we kindly request that you remain standing until the academic recession has left the hall.